Hi everyone, this is Sabrina Jean. Welcome to my channel. Subscribers, welcome back. Welcome to this pick a card reading. What or who are you becoming? This is the topic and theme of this pick a card reading. So who are you becoming? Who will you choose to become in this lifetime? Or what are you in the process of discovering right now in your life? So choose whichever pile or cover card is getting your attention the most, and I will go deeper into the Oracle and the Tarot to explain to you exactly who you are becoming. So, if you're drawn to group number 1, the Empress, group number 2, the Six of Pentacles, group number 3, the Eight of Swords, group number 4, the Tower, and all the other cards are going to reveal the goods. So choose your pile and let's get started. Group 1. Hello, group number 1. So who are you becoming? What are you becoming? Where's this path taking you? There's so many different ways that we can describe your pile, but this is your life, this is your purpose, maybe even your soul's mission or part of it. I am going to roll some dice for you as well and some numbers, but first let's just look at the cards to get a little bit more information about who or what you are becoming. So it starts with the Empress. The number 3 is creative, an expressive person. So you're meant to be becoming or finding a way to express your truth or share your vision with others. Venus usually attracts you to other people, or the certain kind of people are, honestly, they're attracted to your energy by how you express yourself, how you show yourself to the rest of the world. Now, some of you might already be here in this energy, realizing that you are embodying the Empress, but others of you might still be at the beginning of your journey. So let's get a little bit more information. What do you need to know? Sirius star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. In this life, part of your purpose is to share messages of a higher vibration, unconditional love, mother energy, new earth energy. The Empress isn't someone who's stuck up, by the way. The Empress is someone who loves all of God's creations. And you are also on a path of realizing that you are one of those amazing creations yourself. But you're meant to be seen, you're meant to be heard. You're meant to be expressing your truth, but the truth based on everything that you believe, everything that you love. And there's so many different ways that you can creatively express yourself. Even nowadays, it's easier to express yourself, well, on the internet. But you have a very unique message that you may or may not currently be aware of. And this is part of who you are becoming in this lifetime. Let's pull another card. Okay. The person you are becoming is full of inspiration, and your path and your purpose are leading you towards finding a way to inspire other people. It doesn't even need to feel difficult. When you feel inspired, then you're just naturally going to inspire anyone who comes around you as well. The source of inspiration might be something that, well, is hidden. So especially if you're being inspired by the stars or the Sirius constellation, this might be something more for you to research on your own. There is a thing called galactic astrology. If you're really wanting to know what galactic consciousness is helping you in this lifetime, then, well, of course, I do offer those kinds of readings, but you can get these kinds of readings as well on the internet. So what is there? There's Taurus energy. Okay. These are laying out perfectly in the space that I have on my table. Need more room. Hang on. Let me raise the camera really quick. Group 1. You're learning how to integrate the inspiration from Sirius, from the collective, from your higher self. But the process of your becoming this version of yourself is through the cycles. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus are particular placements and transits and changes in your astrology. So this could be your midheaven, your rising sign, your moon sign even. And in a nutshell, the challenge for you is to realize what you value, what you know that you are worthy of having, receiving, creating, or the life that you deserve to be experiencing, but to share your wisdom with other people in a way that allows other people to feel inspired to believe in the same way. So in a sort of way, the person you're becoming is someone like an inspirational speaker, a motivator, motivating other people to believe in themselves, to believe in their dreams. But this new moon Scorpio energy, this deeper, it's almost maybe one of the obstacles to overcome emotional triggers or your emotional depths that might be causing you fear of being seen or fear of speaking your truth. So there are, of course, certain emotions and fears that most of us have to work through in this lifetime in the process of becoming who we are really here, who we are really meant to be. You're meant to shine in your life. Group number 1. I want to comment really quickly because it's on my mind. So, the artist that recently performed at the Super Bowl halftime, and there's so much controversy on the internet, and I watched only a little bit. I'm not familiar with his music, but when I saw how people were reacting to the song being sung in a different language, and they're automatically assuming whatever it is that they're imagining. Okay, those are fears that those people are imagining, which is why they are reacting negatively to that performance. And I thought, okay, well, why don't they just translate the lyrics in the song and figure out what actually he was singing? And so I did that for myself. And when I did, I was like, oh my gosh. So people are lashing out at something that they don't even understand because they fear something that they don't know or something that they don't feel. And at the same time, he's kind of making fun of people on social media, reacting to other people on social media. So kind of crazy. I'm thinking that you probably want to be seen. Maybe you want to be heard, but there's a fear of, backlash, right? But when you believe in yourself and you start becoming more authentic and find creative ways to express your truth. So you might be an artist, you might be a writer, you could be a singer. And honestly, as long as you're being your authentic self, then the universe is always going to be supporting you in who you are choosing to become. But you also have to choose to become that too. All right, I got distracted by the other thing. Let's pull some cards for you. Okay, so here. You're meant to be becoming more confident in yourself and also valuing yourself and your work and your artwork or your creativity. You can value that. You can use money. How's the best way to describe this? What you create is something that you can earn an income from. That's how I'm trying to describe it. Don't let anyone else tell you different. Right. 10 of Swords is like Wow. Get rid of the overthinking. Stop over-evaluating everything. Oh, right. So stop thinking and just do. Okay, wait a minute. Do I want... Right. Stop thinking, just do. Don't worry about how others might respond to you being yourself. If they don't love you or appreciate you, then honestly, it's not even worthy of you thinking about what others are thinking. Maybe on this path of who you are becoming, you're learning how to detach from what other people say or think or believe and to forge your own path, your own way forward, assert your own goals, believe in yourself, even when there's no one else that you know of that supports you. In the process, you might even be realizing that you need to become your own emotional support system, too. But whoever you are right now, you're meant to rise above this current status or this reflection of who you think that you are, to have a big effect on the rest of the world. Well, social media, through whatever kind of artwork you choose to express yourself through. I did say I was going to roll some numbers, didn't I? So, 5, 4, 3, 2. This is a countdown, or it might be counting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. February, March, April, May. Are you in the process of becoming this now? Are you trying to find the will, the strength, the bravery to really just put yourself out there creatively? Something to think about. When I combine all of these and I look at your energy and I feel the depths of your soul, I just know that you're going to become a beacon of light and creative inspiration for others who happen to find your work, whatever it is that you create. Group 1, all of you, you're awesome. You're amazing. You inspire me. This is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2. If you were drawn to the 6 of Pentacles, who are you becoming? So, this question, who are you becoming, is, well, could be the meaning of your life or your biggest question or inquiry about your life, your path, your purpose. Where is your place in the world? But who are you becoming? Who are you in the process of becoming? You technically are a mediator, especially if you resonate with the number 2. You might be a life path 2. You are fair, you are loving, you are not necessarily judgmental, or maybe this is the person that you are becoming. You're rising above any kind of pettiness. You offer fair support to other people. Interesting. Something just said you are becoming the embodiment of wholeness. You're a giver. Admit it. You're a giver. There's nothing wrong with that as long as people don't take advantage of you. So what more do you need to know along your life, your path, your purpose, your journey? Ooh. The Emerald Tablet Activation, Cosmic Ordering, Divine Alchemy, Conscious Manifesting. Let me come back to that. The Watchers. I find it interesting. You have a 6 and a 6, but the 0 is spiritual energy. Group number 2, you are becoming a philanthropist. What is a philanthropist? Someone who has resources to support others. What's weird with the Watchers transpersonal, this is It's a confirmation. It's like the sky is watching you. The sun, the clouds, your ancestors maybe even, anything who's up there in the sky. So how many of you watch the sky? How many of you daydream? You dream of a better world or a better life or a better humanity or a better way of living. Again, you're a mediator. But being a mediator isn't necessarily an easy task. But this is who you are becoming. So this emerald tablet activation, this conscious manifesting, meaning along your life path and the choices that you make and who you choose to become, how you choose to show up in the world to help other people, is something that is divinely aligned with the timing of the cosmos. So there really isn't anything that you can do about the timing of these events unfolding in your life. It's a process of, it's like a natural process of recognizing and accepting yourself for who you truly are, what you value, and how you wish to help the world. And in this process of you choosing to be yourself, this divine alchemy will bring everything together. And this is when you will simply become that philanthropist, the one that has all these resources to help other people. So I should say that it's very possible for some of you, think of those billionaires, those millionaires. Oh, let me fix the camera really quick. So some have created their own fortune, and then they have the financial resources to support causes that are close to their heart. Doesn't really matter how much money you acquire in your lifetime, group number 2, you're still becoming this person. I think I just gave you a new vision to dream about. So hold on to that vision and believe that this is true, that this is who you're in the process of becoming. Okay, so what more do we need to know about group number 2? There's clear your mind. Interesting, there's like Gemini energy, Taurus energy. Be proud of yourself, clear your mind, and take inspired action. This actually, I love the cards that are popping up. I'm going to pull some tarot for you as well. But what does this mean? These 3 zodiac archetypes are probably representative of your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or it could be your midheaven. These are significant changes happening in your life that change your personality. They might also change what you believe in, and it's okay for you to believe in something different from everyone else. I think where arguments arise or challenges is when anyone tries to force what they believe onto everybody else, when everybody else probably believes something completely different. But this is you believing in yourself, and maybe you're in the process of overcoming limitations in your life so that you can believe in yourself. You already know the kind of person that you are. It's just maybe for some of you, your financial resources at the moment are limited, but this is also part of your path and your purpose and the process of who you are becoming in this lifetime. If you can work with the Emerald Tablet consciousness, this is something that you tap into. It's part of the living library. You might call this the Akashic Record. But even your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon sign, they don't stay in the same signs that they were in when you were born. They shift, they move into other zodiac signs as you are growing up, as you are experiencing life, as you are becoming more mature and making different choices for yourself, taking on new responsibilities for yourself. So even how others perceive you is changing because your rising sign, your ascendant, has moved into a new zodiac sign. So to know, for those of you studying your own astrology, then I encourage you to look up your progressed ascendant, your progressed rising sign, and you can do that for free on the internet. There are a couple of astrology websites that allow you to get that information to find out exactly what zodiac sign element that you are changing into right now. Okay, let's pull some more cards for group number 2. I don't want to say too much and confuse anyone with the meaning of this, but this is what you're becoming, who you're becoming. So, and even this Virgo energy, this could be you are becoming a person who helps to support other people through their own process. Now, Virgo is very down to earth, grounded, practical, resourceful, loving, nurturing. And Virgo, generally speaking, governs the 6th house in astrology, which is your daily routine, and becoming a beacon of service, of support to humanity. So yeah, run away with that idea for your own future goals and your future dreams of who you choose to become. You can choose to become anyone you choose to become. And even that in itself kind of depends on your mind and how you see yourself and what you actually believe you are possible in creating, or the person you are capable of becoming. So there's 10 of Wands. Let me pull your tarot cards, and I feel like, wait, is it this one? Wow, the Fool. This is the process of the path of who you are becoming in this life. And of course, North Node is where you're challenged. So there's the Sun. Wow. Honestly, group number 2, so this may, the process and the timing of you becoming this person is really up to your, your life path, your purpose, your astrology, your life's challenges. But the person that you are becoming will happen when you work through life's adversities or diversity. Yeah, you change what you believe. So maybe earlier in life, you're having to take on a lot of weight, take on a lot of responsibility for yourself or your family or your community, or you probably know who this is. But at some point, something's going to challenge you to take a leap of faith and surrender everything that you thought that you believed. I almost kind of feel like this person that you are becoming requires you to rise above everything else and everyone else. And that's even a challenge in itself, because no one wants to make their family think that you think you're more deserving or worthy than them. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to leave anyone behind, but in this life, you almost have to rise up into that status of who you know you already are. But you can become this person in the public realm when you go through this process of transformation. You are becoming a person that supports humanity through these times of change. But also this clear your mind, the process is going to ask you to forget everything that you were taught by the others, to incorporate your own ideals, your own projects, your own beliefs. This might cause a separation between you and your family. Your family might disown you, especially if you choose to become something different than they are. But honestly, all you can really do is just follow your own heart and follow what you know to be true for you. And when you follow your heart and your bliss, and you truly choose to become this person that is really just here to be helpful to everyone else, but without being taken for granted or without other people taking advantage of you, that's when you'll know that you have arrived in your purpose. Because it also feels good. It also feels right to you. And this is also your process of becoming who you know that you are, even if nobody else sees you in this way. I hope that this makes sense. These are deep messages for such a short pick-a-card reading. But it's like the universe is watching, your higher self is watching, the sun is watching, the sky is watching. You are becoming your own sovereign consciousness. Dang, not having to listen to anybody else and creating your own prosperity and sharing that, or sharing that part of yourself, whether it's money or just being the person that you are becoming. And this is you following your authentic truth and living the life that you know that you are worthy of because, well, it feels right to you. And I know that this is something that you really subscribe to, something that makes you feel good about yourself. And hopefully these cards and messages are just simply a confirmation that you're on the right path, on the right track of becoming this philanthropist, maybe rising above everything and everyone in order to claim your own space, your own dignity, your own place in life, in the world, even if it's away from everyone else. Maybe you need to be in your own space in order to be your true self, your honest self. Wow. Okay, I'm going to roll some dice for you. This is who you're becoming. If you choose, of course, nobody's going to force you to be nice. No one's going to force you to share your knowledge or your wisdom or your support. So there is 4, 1, 6, and 3. Interesting. The number 14 in numerology, your creative mind, your thoughts, your ideas, follow that. You're creating a foundation of support for other people. The 1 and the 4 is a process where you are building your own. How do I even describe this? You're building your own foundation of support that supports you based on everything that you believe, which will also be your platform in which, when you choose to become the philanthropist, you can share with other people as well. Whether it's sharing your heart or sharing your gift or sharing your wealth or sharing your wisdom, sharing your inspiration, but from a grounded perspective. So that being said, for those of you who are wishing to, let's just say, for an example, you're wishing to manifest a lot of money, like hit the lottery or something like that, so that you can buy a sanctuary or you can save the animals or you can help other people, right? You probably chose this pile because this pile is the dreamer where you can acquire a lot of money so that you can use it to help others. And so this is the perfect pile and the perfect confirmation that this is in fact who you are becoming. But just keep in mind, this is a process of who you are becoming through your lifetime. And the timing of things, well, that depends on your astrology, your birthday, your numerology, etc. But this is in fact who you are becoming. You are becoming your own, you're changing your own life and your identity based on your terms. And choosing to do everything based on your own terms and not what everyone else thinks you should. So, something to think about. Group number 2, this is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 3. So who are you becoming in this lifetime is the topic of this pick a card reading, but this is who you are becoming is what I would much rather say. So if you were drawn to group number 3, the 8 of Swords, what's interesting with this cover card, which chose your pile, by the way, you don't necessarily see the path that you are on. You don't necessarily know or see who you are becoming. But what's happening here and what you don't see is who you are becoming or how you're changing. What is changing you right now is probably a Jupiter transit, but it's changing your mind or how you think or your perception of yourself, which isn't necessarily something that you're going to see because it's more like a 5D energy. So something within you is shifting in your mentality. And this is all a part of the process of the path that you're walking and the person that you are meant to become. So welcome to your reading for today. Well, one of them. There's a couple of pick-a-card readings that I'm releasing today. So let's move along to the other cards and get a little bit more information about who you are becoming. The Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential, Manifestation Vortex. I love the fact that this manifestation vortex, an infinite potential, and you also have the number 8, which represents your infinite connection, your infinite ability to manifest potential. And so Jupiter and Gemini goes a lot deeper. Too deep for me to try and explain it all in a pick-a-card reading. Okay, so you're becoming your most authentic self. You're removing the mask. Oh, look at this. So even here you're blindfolded. The mask is coming off to reveal your true self. Even the number 38 is a significant number because it reduces to the number 11. The person you are becoming is meant to have a very powerful influence on other people. Somehow. Think about a life path 11. Many life path 11s are musicians. They're celebrities. They have the power to attract a lot of attention. This is who you are becoming. And Jupiter has been teaching you how to become this powerful, infinite potential of manifestation. So what more do you need to know about who you are becoming? It's funny. It's like, let me fix the camera. It's like you can't really see. Let me put this over here. Okay. Makes it easier to see the cards. It's almost as if everything is changing outside of you, or maybe you're trying to figure out what's changing in your outer reality, but in fact, it's not necessarily your outer reality that's changing. You're changing how you perceive life, what you're feeling. So you're definitely shape-shifting. Okay, that sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? Keep your heart open. Take a reality check. Okay, Aquarius energy, be real. So wherever Aquarius is in your natal astrology chart, this is also part of who you are becoming in this lifetime. So Aquarius might be your sun, moon, or rising, or it also indicates, actually, let's just use the 8th house astrology for example in this general reading. Who you are becoming in this lifetime, group number 3, is what everybody else is not. You're becoming someone who, I don't know, this is deep. Okay, just give me a moment and come back. If you have these 3 cards are probably referring to your sun, moon, or rising sign. These are huge aspects of your personality that do change as you move throughout your life. The rising sign, your ascendant, doesn't always remain in that same sign. It changes too, just like all the fast-moving planets. For those of you who understand astrology, even on a basic level, the fast-moving transits that affect you personal and your life, they're always moving through the different zodiac signs. And so as you are walking the path of your life and your experiences, you are also changing. Your personality changes. So here there's Capricorn, there's Aquarius, and there's Libra, generally speaking. So who you are becoming right now is someone who is selfless. You're finding a way how to open your heart and to share your gift or your knowledge with other people. And maybe so far in your life, you've been using all of your powers that be and your gifts and your strengths and your knowledge and your wisdom for your own personal pursuits. And you've probably found yourself to be successful in everything that you chose to do or to create. But now the challenge is to get real with yourself and to start seeing yourself as a part of the greater collective, the bigger picture, the universe even. And when you find a way to become the person that shows up to support all of humanity, you're going to start manifesting more of everything that you desire. So you're probably becoming more awake and more real, but also open-hearted to share your knowledge, your gifts, your wisdom with other people. But with Capricorn energy here, you're building a new foundation of support for yourself. So many of you are probably meant to be establishing your own business somehow. Let's pull some tarot cards. Let's pull some tarot cards. But you don't see these changes because these are all changes happening inside of you. They're happening when you let go of your mind or everything that you think or that you thought that you were. Jupiter is going to reveal something really amazing and beautiful to you. Your heart will open. It will inspire you. It will allow you to connect with this infinite consciousness that's always been supporting you. And looking at the pyramids here, I don't know if you have a past life in Egypt. Of course, there are pyramids in other countries as well, right? Mexico, well, South America. Anyway, you know what I mean. Something just said Antarctica. So, oh my gosh, group 3, what they just showed me is who you are becoming in this life is more authentic. You're waking up to the true authenticity of your soul, yourself, and you're finding a way to incorporate your higher level of consciousness down into your 3D physical personality, your physical avatar, to bring through something to help everyone else on the planet. Dang. But I think this is something mental. So you're meant to be writing or creating words or sharing words, not based on what you see, but based on what you feel. Wow. I'm hoping that these are resonating with you so far. The details, really, it's difficult to go into the details specifically about this kind of energy because the details are all revealed one day at a time with all of your transits. Not only astrology, but numerology, your choices, your actions. Okay. You're meant to be building something, a solid foundation for yourself. Becoming the leader of a, I don't even know how to describe it. The leader of new thought, progressive thinking, to help to shift others, to help other people wake up even, possibly, at some point. Keep in mind, you're not supposed to do this just all at once, but the snap of a finger, this is who you are becoming. And I'm just here as the messenger to reveal to you and hopefully confirm for you exactly what the path that you're on. Your infinite potential to manifest everything, but also being free without being attached to anything. Oh, wow. Okay, let me put this up here because this is going so much deeper. So you're becoming more free, but through the process of detaching, letting go of attachment, not holding on to anything. This energy is liberating you. It's waking you up to your true infinite potential to manifest, but without having the need to hold on to something for a fear of loss of control. So you're learning how to stop fearing everything and just be free to enjoy the abundance of all the manifestation, the energy to manifest. Wow, I don't even know how to describe this. I'm sure you do. If you're watching my channel, right? It's like this is becoming more free to you. The Pentacles, your values, your resources. But without attaching. So what's also changing your perspective around money or the things that you thought that you needed in order to, well, let's just put it this way. You're probably changing how you feel and how you use money in general because you're becoming a different person and you're learning to find a way to liberate yourself from the attachments, like holding on to a fear of not having enough. So you will become more of your authentic self. You will become more free when you free yourself from your fears to things that you're attached to. So this is like this is a deep process of realization. Be real. But when you do so, you're going to start realizing that you're always manifesting whatever you need in the present moment. And you don't have to hold on to anything. Okay, one more card for group number 3, because this is just something that really just, take some time to reconsider, like consider all of these. Seriously, I'm not surprised that the Magician is popping out. You're becoming, okay, so you're waking up in this process to realize that you can't take any of this with you anyway when you transition back into the spirit world. And so you're realizing that you can be free, you can free yourself from the limitations. You're changing how you see yourself or how you perceive life, how you perceive money even. And when you do so and you align with this energy and you become your most authentic self, you're going to just magically manifest everything that you need every day, one day at a time. And this is when your life is going to begin to be more exciting, more liberating. You're no longer restricted by time or the timing of things or a time clock. You know what I feel like with this pile number 3 and all these messages? There was at one time I heard somewhere that the process of ascension, technically in life, is to rise above all of your physical, emotional, and mental attachments to everything physical. And once you do that, you will just naturally transcend and go back into your higher self. And I'm wondering if this is who you are becoming. You're in this process of realizing who you are not. Because even who you thought you once were is no longer true. And you can free yourself from these bondages, these restrictions, these limitations, including the ones in your mind. Right? Even you have the Raven here. Liberate yourself so that you can see the truth. The truth of the nature of reality, that is. Wow, okay, this is going really deep. So I'm going to leave this here. This is who you are becoming in this lifetime, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your pick a card messages in this video. Who are you becoming in this lifetime? So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to put your die right there. If you're drawn to the Tower card, let's look at your other cards and get some information. Okay. The Heart of Source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. Ooh, the Crossing, initiation. Who are you becoming? So there's Taurus, detox. Aries, step into your power. Virgo, trust that all will be well. Honestly, I feel like your health, physical spiritual, mental, emotional, has been your biggest teacher. Because for some reason I'm feeling like health, there's like certain placements maybe in your 6th house natal astrology, which brings in the opportunity to have like issues with health. And there's also reasons why we have issues with health and well-being too. So who are you becoming? Who you are becoming, who you are meant to be in this lifetime is something that you don't even realize right now. It may shock you, it might surprise you, who you actually are. You're becoming a person. Okay, now I'm thinking of Neo. So who you are becoming is the person who realizes the truth about the nature of the matrix, the 3D matrix. These 3 cards, I pulled 3 from the Moon astrology deck because it refers to the archetypes of your personality. And whether you see this as your sun, moon, or your rising, all of these placements from your natal astrology change. They move into other zodiac signs as you mature, as you move forward in your life. Your personality changes as well. And you might see this as you just choosing to change your mind about something or how you feel about something. But in fact, everything that is guiding you and changing you is your astrology and the planets that are moving every day. So the person you are becoming is meant to wake up to this realization about the bigger picture of, well, reality and the matrix in itself. So whether you have Aries, Virgo, Taurus as your sun, moon, and rising or not, these are the energies or the part of the personality that you are meant to be incorporating at this time. This is who you are becoming. You're becoming more self-assertive, making your own choices, but coming from unconditional love and a place of serenity. Right now, you're probably going through some sort of initiation process, or many of you have the potential to shift realities or shift into different timeline frequencies. So the detox and the Taurus, meaning maybe letting go of a certain level of pride to become more humble and let go of the negative aspects of your personality so that you can nurture yourself and you can nurture yourself back into better health and well-being and peace of mind. So you're becoming a healer of sorts too. But first it starts by healing you. And the only way to heal yourself or to heal or nurture anything is to create a daily practice or routine. Again, 6th house, that nurtures everything that you love to help you to become a better person. Let's pull some tarot cards. My mind is like wanting to wander off somewhere else, but Spirit is telling me, no, don't use your mind, use your intuition, Sabrina. Like, okay. But the mind really wants to take off with this kind of stuff. Ace of Cups. Okay, tune into your heart, open your heart, speak, become a person of compassion. Well, compassion for yourself. Okay, you may have been avoiding taking care of yourself, or maybe, let's just pull these other cards. You have the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands. Who are you becoming? Okay, so my mind has to say something about this because for some people, depending on your rising sign or your other astrological placements, especially if you have a lot of air or a lot of fire in your birth chart and not so much earth or water, you might feel disconnected from your physical body. You may not even feel your emotions. It does have a lot to do with the fire element and the earth element. And honestly, so this is actually, these are kind of referring to current astrology transits that are affecting everyone. It's evolutionary astrology. The North Node is currently in Pisces, challenging you to see yourself as a part of the greater collective. It's challenging you to unconditionally love yourself, to tune into that peace and that serenity and healing, which in fact, when you tune into peace and serenity and unconditional love in your body, you're going to start healing everything. But there's also a sense of timing here, and Jupiter is teaching you how to let go of the negativity. Realize that you are part of the bigger picture. You are an extension of source energy. Okay. The person that you are becoming, group number 4, you're waking up to realizing the true nature of the matrix, the 3D matrix. So you could even consider the movie, the first one I'm referring to is a really good description of what this 3D reality is that we're all experiencing. And what's funny is recently I watched that movie again, and it kind of blows me away. Whoever wrote that story, obviously, because it's real, it's true. The way they depict it in the movie isn't 100% true, but still that the person who wrote the story got this from somewhere. And it totally blows me away because that movie was produced and written and released in the 90s. So at this point, I want to ask you, are you going to take the blue pill or do you want to take the red pill? But this is who you have the option of becoming to wake up from all the facade, the fake, the not real, to tune into the higher collective, higher consciousness, the universe, unconditional love. Connect with your spirit guides. Yeah, pile 4 is definitely, you have the ability to wake yourself up to the truth of reality, meaning realizing that who you thought that you were is definitely not who you really are. And so this can be very confusing as an experience, but maybe you have to go through this process of realizing what you are not or who you are not in order to embrace something deeper, a deeper knowing. Embrace yourself, embrace your heart. And honestly, I can't even describe to you what this reality will be like to you, because that's something very unique to your soul, your purpose, and your journey. How this manifests for you in your reality when you wake up to the truth of everything really depends on how you choose to perceive it. So again, thinking about the movie and the one guy, I don't remember his name, but at some point he was like, oh my God, I was like, I'm tired of, not being in the matrix. I want to go back into the matrix because I miss all of the stuff inside of the matrix. So you can avoid this entirely if you want to. It's not anything that's being forced upon you, but it is a potential. So if you were drawn to pile 4, you're probably, maybe right now you're in the process of waking up. For some people, I think this happens overnight, but for others like myself, I got dragged through it. It took 10 years. It's still kind of continuing to unfold for me, one day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. So for some of you, if you wake up every day and maybe you're feeling a little disoriented about reality shifting every day, then you probably realize that you're outside of the matrix. The 3D matrix, that is. And so in this lifetime, this is who you are meant to be becoming. You're meant to be becoming an anchor of light, an anchor of peace. Maybe you don't even have to go do anything. Maybe you don't even need a purpose, not a physical one, not a 3D one. But your energy itself, your heart, your intentions, what you offer to the collective, into the collective field, nature, earth, the universe, is your purpose. This is who you are becoming. So waking up to realizing your universal and spiritual purpose that has a really big influence and positive effect on the planet Earth. Wow, but no pressure, pile number 4. At least this is how I interpret this. So let's roll some dice for you. Some numbers, pile number 4, 6, 3, 3, 1. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Interesting. Transformation. Everything that you ever thought you believed is changing. So, okay. This is your reading. Like, I can't give any more details because the details are through your experiences, your life path, your purpose, your choices, what you choose to do, etc. But your spirit guides and this Wheel of Fortune are just trying to remind you, all will be well. Everything is going to be okay once you wake up to the truth. So I hope you enjoyed this video reading, group number 4. If you did, please do click the like button. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, pile 3, I realized that I forgot to roll your dice, your numbers for pile number 3. So I'm hoping you noticed that there's a different timestamp for your numbers. So I apologize. I got kind of carried away and distracted by the messages coming through in your pile, and I totally forgot. But pile number 3, these are your numbers. So the 6, 5, 2, and 2. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1 and 5. On the side, you've got 44. Actually, there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So there's kind of like a countdown here. But the number 15 in numerology is a number of luck. You do have a lot of luck. If you resonate with the number 22, part of your life path purpose is to become a master builder. You are meant to be building something, a foundation of support in your own way, on your own terms, which might be why it seems difficult for you to create something of your own. You're definitely becoming a humanitarian of sorts as well. You're building your own belief system. Oh my gosh. So a philosopher is also what or who you are becoming in this lifetime. So we can also see these numbers as 444. So you have the numbers and synchronicities supporting you. But again, so these are the numbers for group number 3. I'm sorry again that I forgot to roll them, but this is most amazing. So I hope this also adds a little bit more to your pile. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.